Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video we're trying a new Bare Minerals foundation. This is the original Pure Serum foundation from Bare Minerals and it sounds very interesting to me. I can't wait to read you all of the claims, but this sounds like something that is right up my alley. This foundation actually came out I think probably like a month ago at this point, but I had no idea. I didn't see this anywhere and it showed up at my doorstep a couple of days ago. And then today I was looking to see if anybody else had reviewed it, and there's a few reviews on YouTube, but like not too many. So I figured I will give it a try and give you some feedback on it in case you guys are interested. If my hair looks a little crazy, this is what very clean hair looks like. I'm just like fluffy, okay? So if you're excited for today's video, give it a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get started. For Bare Minerals, this is a different type of liquid foundation because they have, for the longest time, specialized in doing foundation powders that people love. And then when they did release a few years ago, I think I was still working at Sephora back then, a foundation. I did a review of it here on my channel. I'm pretty sure it was like probably 5 years ago at this point, and it was a very full coverage matte finish foundation, which I could get to work for me, but it wasn't my favorite kind of coverage. It wasn't my favorite kind of hydration type. It was definitely a bit too dry for me, and so I'm having high hopes for this one because Radiant Natural Liquid Foundation sounds right up my alley. This is considered clean at Sephora. It retails for $44 and it's already available, of course. Let's see, it has an SPF of 20, it's a vegan liquid formula, it has hyaluronic acid, and it says that it's good for uneven texture, which is fantastic, and it has a medium coverage. It says that this liquid serum foundation is infused with 93% skincare ingredients and a mineral SPF of 20, which people love mineral SPF, and it says it has a natural radiant finish. Besides the hyaluronic acid, which I already mentioned, it also has water lily extract, which soothes stressed skin, and coconut alkanes, which is a naturally derived silicone alternative that provides a weightless silky serum. Honestly, this sounds amazing. Let's give it a try. Hopefully I have the right color for me here, which I'm thinking is going to be the light neutral 2 shade. That seems like it would work for me. My alternative is fair warm 1, but I'm no yellow. I don't do yellow very well. So I think I'm going to try light neutral 2. And of course, as with every foundation review, I'm going to be doing a wear test today. We're starting the video a little late. It's 11:52 already, but I'm going to wear at least for 8 hours, hopefully even more. We'll see. So first of all, magic cream. I gave the moisturizer a little bit of time to sink in while I cleaned my brush. This is the BK Beauty 101. Which is the one I want to apply this foundation with, because being a serum foundation to me kind of means it might get soaked into my sponges. So I'm going to try a brush and let's go for it. I'm giving it a little shake just in case. And let's see the texture. Pretty liquidy. The color I think is going to be perfect. And if we are shade twins, and I am a little tanner now, so if we're shade twins in the summer, this is light neutral 2. And I'm just going to go for it. It feels like nothing and it's immediately covering up my redness, so green flags right there. And I think it's applying beautifully with the brush. As you can see, I already did my forehead and this whole side of my face with the liquid I had on the back of my hand, which was about 2.5 pumps. So I'm going to do like 1 more for this cheek. And I think it does apply beautifully with the brush. I love the thin texture of it. It's fantastic. And as you can see, because I look a bit like a disco ball right now, it does have a very beautiful glowy finish to it, which will tone down a little later with a bit of translucent powder. With a sponge and a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury under eye corrector, I'm going to cover the purpley hues underneath my eyes. And for concealer, I'm going to use my Gucci concealer, which I have been loving. It's super lightweight, medium coverage, and I love the radiance of it, and I love that it doesn't crease underneath my eyes. I love the brightness, the finish. But my favorite thing is definitely the texture, because it's very thin and it blends in undetectably under the eyes. So let's blend that out. And I'm putting some on my eyelids as well. Concealer blended, foundation blended, and I'm going to use this powder which hopefully comes back in stock soon. I have not been able to put this powder down. This is the NYX pink powder. I love it. I love it kind of the same as I do my Givenchy Prisme Libre powder, but that one's more expensive, so I feel better about just using this one on a daily basis. Patting off the excess, and then I am setting my under eyes and the top of my eyes, why not? And then I'm setting the center of the forehead as well. Something else I have not been able to stop using lately is this right here from Westman Atelier. This is my Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. And I love it because it is extremely natural looking. So I usually go one back and then two up. Let me do it again. One back and then two up. And I blend that later, and then I go across my forehead, sides of the nose with it, and the jawline. So with my same brush I use for the foundation, I'm just going to blend that in place. Just kind of tapping and swiping, and it blends out immediately. It's amazing. See, take a look just like that. I'm not being super precise around my nose, so I'm just blending it with this same big brush. I don't care. I just want my nose to have some color. Alright, so complexion wise, everything is done. I'm going to wait to do a little bit of blush and highlighter later because I'm filming another video at the same time as I'm filming this one. But with my face like this, I want to step outside and show you what this looks like in natural lighting. So let's go. I'm outside and I feel like the lighting is pretty good because it's natural, but it's not harsh. And so take a look right here at what the foundation looks like. I'm pretty impressed. Texture-wise, everything is looking really good. It looks very thin. It blended right into the skin. So far, so good. Now, the issue with serum foundations or serum-like foundations is whether or not they last. Now, I do have very, very dry skin myself, so usually a lot of foundations do last for a long time on me. But there's been the case of serum foundations that start getting patchy throughout the day, or like they wear away throughout the day, and so that is definitely the test that we're doing today. We'll say that we started this wear test around noon, and so I'll check in with you throughout the day to see how the foundation is looking freshly applied. It's a 10 out of 10. We'll see once I wear it for a few hours. Checking number 2, it's much later in the day. As you can probably tell by the change of lighting, it's very cloudy now, and it is 5 o'clock. So I'm back to tell you what the foundation is looking like. As you can see, I finished up my makeup. I did a review on some Colourpop products that should have launched in the spring because, I mean, just look at it. Anyways, back to the foundation. The good news is that it has not disappeared from my face at all. It actually has a lot of coverage still. We're looking pretty good in that respect. However, I will say I was just very closely looking at it in my downstairs bathroom, which has a very critic light. And I feel like it looks a little dry in some areas. Maybe not too much on the camera. I feel like it looks pretty good still. So maybe it's just very minor because that mirror is kind of bad. Like, it just shows you all of the imperfections, but it definitely doesn't look as glowy as it looked when I first applied it. It is a bit more matte looking right now, except on the forehead where I do probably have a little bit more oiliness going on because this part of my face right here is very dry. So far so good, but it is a bit more matte looking now that I've worn it for a few hours, at least on my very dry skin. All right, I'll check in with you guys later. Okay, so it is 10:10 right now. This is what the makeup is looking like at the end of the night, and I just have a further reiteration of what I said earlier. It just got a little more matte looking throughout the day, but I'm not even thinking that it looks super dry or anything. Just a bit more matte looking than what I expected. Overall, it didn't wear off, which is a fantastic thing. It wore nicely throughout the day. It just didn't stay looking glowy on me throughout the day. The moisture, the glow, the luminous finish definitely went away as time went by, but overall I think I would give it maybe like an 8.5 out of 10. I do feel like maybe in some areas I do look a little drier than I should, but it's also been like 10 hours, so not my new favorite foundation, but also not bad at all. And I do have extremely dry skin, so if you have normal skin, I feel like this would work wonders on you. And as you can see, it is pretty long lasting. If you guys like this video, don't forget to please give it a thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.